Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 live stream. This evening we are on the main Spessart Bahn. Going to Aschaffenburg to Gamunden, then we might do a passenger service back to Lord, depending on how long this one takes. We'll be out for about an hour tonight. But yeah, we're just going to enjoy this. Route was chosen by a man that basically said, what route shall we do? As we sort of completed the road tour of the countries again. And she was like, do a bit of German. So that's what we're doing, main Spessart Bahn. Let me get this all sorted. Hopefully everyone is well in chat. And what did everyone think of the Cane Creek trailer? It was brilliant, wasn't it? Obviously the proper Wild West theme to it. It was, wow, it was brilliant. Hello Logan, how are you, mate? Yeah, it was, yeah, that trailer. Whew. Hello Glenn, Pivers, Neo, everyone's coming in. How is everyone? And yeah, if you haven't seen the Cane Creek trailer, what did you think of it? I hope my mic's not blooming here. Let's do that. Sort that. Cool. Yeah, we're starting off in the 182, which is a lovely one to drive. With the C Foreman and the C for PZB and all that. Let me quickly find main Spessart Bahn on here. It looks interesting. You did a video. I did do a video, Glenn, yeah. Of the trailer. There it is. Cool. Right. I think we are. Yeah. Let's get this all sorted and then we'll get underway. Yeah, hopefully everyone's well. The trailer wasn't informative. You didn't tell us if the ballast. Oh God, Pivers. Well, we'll find out tonight, I suppose. Let's get that sorted. And I'm sure there'll be someone. Sorry, the silly dog in the background. Yeah, I'm sure someone will find something weird to complain about tonight. That cactus isn't in the right place, or something silly like that. There's always a few people like that. Let's get that sorted. Let's get the safety system, the PZB on, which is. We'll do that one there. That's good. But the preview stream will be at 8 PM tonight, so that's why we're doing this one slightly earlier. So I can get all my bits done before then. Let's get the AFB on. Yeah, AFB. Let's get that up to 40, and I think we are ready to go. Oh, PZB mode. We definitely need to change that. We'll put it into medium. Yeah, that'll be alright. Fair enough, Pivers. Have you ever played Portal 1 and Portal 2? I've heard of it, but I haven't played it. Right, let's get that off. And let's get going. Gamunden or Gamunden, I don't know how you pronounce it, that'll be next. Fairly quiet start, but thanks everyone for coming in. Just getting this in all of the right places. Lovely. As we slowly not make our way out of Aschaffenburg. Let's go. Come on. Are we moving? No, we are moving slowly. Stick it in full welly. There you go, that does something. Quickly pop that there we go. Hello Amela, how are you? Cool, that's all that sorted. Yeah, he loves the Great Western.
Zwangsbremsung, Zwangsbremsung,
Zwangsbremsung,
Zwangsbremsung,
What have I done? Oh, I didn't blooming acknowledge the signal. Well, as soon as we start, I was sorting out the Discord. Hold on a sec. That's all good. We're in the yard, so that's all good. Wait for the brakes to release, and then we'll get going again. I'm good, Sarah Mella. I'm good. Yeah, we're in the yard, so it doesn't matter too much. They're pretty bright, aren't they? Oh, they didn't used to work before. So that's been sorted, I think. I don't think these lamps worked before the last update. That's good, they've been sorted now then. Go. Go. Go, full whack. Oh, lovely this. It's very hard to get these things going, I must admit. Moving. It's boring. Come on, let's go. Oh, we need to get that one actually. There you go. Get that one as well. Train, go. There we go. Lovely. They put us in the Discord server. I'm guessing the notification probably didn't go out for this one, as also we did one just before. So let me pop that where it should be. There we go, put it in there.
Safer.
Yeah, safer. I know. Yeah, it's already been set for us, which is good. So we're a fast service to Gamunden, obviously a freight service. Hello Epic, you're using the 182, and for the PZB mode you might need to reset for freight mode, which is found on the lower right side. Yeah, I've already set it to Epic. How you doing Epic and Yoshi? And so was the basis for OVB. Ah. We are off.
Safer.
Yes, Sifa, you've gone off about 1 million times already, I know. Sifa is there to annoy you. Lovely feathers. Pretty slow out the yard, but oh well.
Zugbeeinflussung.
We can't do that yet. Get up a tad. They are shooting a documentary on my block. Ooh. Quickly getting the cameras. Be on the documentary. Wonder what it'll be about, Mella. Got a 204 over there. Obviously that is Rivet Games' DLC. Obviously that unlocks the main Spessart Bahn Docklands area. Well, it doesn't unlock it, you're just going to do some services there.
Safer.
Yeah, safer. There we go. Happy? Oh, it's actually going as well. 2 204s. Cool. Hello DB, can you drive the 182 also as Duster on main Spessart Bahn? No you can't. Hello Noah, I'm good, how are you? Yeah, the majority of routes to 182 is only for freight.
Safer.
We have a green, so that's all good. Magnet has gone. Let's start speeding up a tad. Wonder where everyone is this evening. Obviously, thanks all for coming in. We've got 9 people in at the moment. Only on Rapid Transit. Yeah, I think it is only on Rapid Transit you can do passenger runs in the 182. I don't think there is any other routes you can do it in. Welcome back, Laserjet.
Safer.
Yeah, safer.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Cool. Good to hear, Noah. Nice to see someone using PZB and CFET. We use it every time, Noah. Always adds to that experience. It's brilliant. Can't wait for Crane Crit looks awesome. It sure does. The trailer was yeah, awesome. Another green over yellow, acknowledge that. I wish I better speed up shortly. Hello Durfast, how are you? Bumpers. Hopefully you're all well, mate. And we've got a magnet again. It loves slowing us down. But yeah, we're on the main Spessart Bahn this evening, running between Aschaffenburg and Gamunden. Should be around about an hour, the stream. So we'll get to Gamunden and then probably do a passenger service to Law or something. Hello Metro, how are you? Or Metex as it is now.
Sifa, Sifa,
Maybe it might be my inability to drive properly. Go to there fast. Cane Creek looks nice. Yeah, it looks brilliant, doesn't it?
Sifa,
Stop a few
Sifa,
cars.
Sifa.
Right, I need to acknowledge this signal. Will Cane Creek have a release date?
Zugbeeinflussung.
I suppose they might reveal it tonight. I don't know if there's a reveal date yet, or it says coming soon, which usually means a couple of weeks. So assume 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, that's true, Noah. It's quite difficult. Let's get the magnet off.
Zugbeeinflussung. Sifa,
And obviously our top speed
Sifa.
today is 120, so we'll get that up in a second. And can we try and get up to 10 likes? That'll be lovely. Right, let's get that up, 120. I really am. Yeah, but how is everyone doing this evening? Hopefully everyone is well.
Sifa,
See, I got you. There we go. I meant to type how I'm. That's all good, mate. Yeah, that's all good. Nah, I know what you're on about. So yeah, we're heading up into the mountains at the moment, and then we sort of make our way through and then go back down the other side at Gamunden. Well, Glenn, you've got 1 hour and 15 minutes left, so what's that? 75 minutes, Glenn. I'm sure it will whiz by.
Sifa,
Now you're on the train with us. Evening, Davidoff. I'm good. How are you? Is this the only stream now? Yeah, this is the only one for tonight. I thought I'd do it early so I can get all my jobs done before 8 and then sit down and watch Cane Creek. What's your favourite German locomotive? It's got to be the 101. It's brilliant. Good to there fast. I've got about 5.5 hours work and 4 days off. Ah, not too bad then. Go to Davidoff. 74 minutes too long though. You'll make it, Glenn. I believe in you. Hello, Jackie Dory. How are you? Sifa, I've got you. Got a warning for a 120 as well, which we're at already, so doesn't really affect us. I had a 60 car Q359, then added 30 cars. Alright, a train stalled. Well, that's not good. I'm never counting down to Joe again, because when I return to work, he'll start taking them account. Glenn started it. Glenn said I had like 400 minutes left on the 8-hour stream, so I just do a countdown for him as well now. Every time he's at work. Mine is the BR111, not currently in TSW2, but I love hauling the single level N-wagons from unit to Mittenwald. Awesome. What is that, in real life, or is that on Train Simulator? I got a surprise for you tomorrow night, 8 PM. Please stay tuned. I'm sorry I've mentioned it. That's all good, Davidoff, yeah. Hey Amanda, how are you? And Amanda did pick the route today, so if you're enjoying it, thank Amanda. So that was Hodsback, and it's Lawfack next. In Train Sim Classic, awesome Noah. Oh, I can't wait to get back on there. Thank you, Eastbourne fan. Eastbourne fan. It even says on the badge behind me, Brighton and Hove, not Eastbourne. Can you pull the visor down? Look at a little bit if it is getting
SIFA.
a little bit annoying in the
SIFA.
sun. But I mean, it's not too bright. Don't want to obscure the view too much.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Do we need the visor down? People went in chat. Do we need the visor? I mean, the sun's gone now. So into your next 8-hour stream, well, the next stream is going to be, the next long stream will be 5 hours on Cane Creek Rivers. So whenever that comes out, probably the Saturday after, because I believe 5 hours is the shift time on there. So yeah, we'll do 5 hours on Cane Creek. Oh, Pivers, I don't know, because it's not Eastbourne, it's Brighton.
SIFA.
Right, here's Law
SIFA.
Fact coming up. I'll be in Brighton this time, that awesome, Glen. Nice night. Obviously, some of the freight trains actually do have to stop here, and then you get a banker, which basically another loco comes up behind it and gives it a shove up the hill. It's pretty steep coming uphill on the Spessart ramp. Afternoon, Simon. Only staying for a short. That's all good, mate. How are you? Oh, what's this? Another freight. Oh, that's the banker, that one there. Obviously, just returning from. Oh, it might even be able to sit up. Yes, I've got yeah. So yeah, this part of the line here up to Hagenbrooken is very steep. So if we look here, we might actually be able to see that freight service, which is just assisted up the hill. There it is. There, quite a long one. So that would have been helped up this incline. Otherwise, it can't make it. Yeah, it sure is. Good to see you, Simon. I'm good. Oh God, you're making me all excited. What about, oh, make Cane Creek, yeah, Cane Creek 5 hours on it. 41 days to go. What's happening in 41 days? Oh, is it your birthday and it David off in 41 days? That would be about right, wouldn't it? And can we try and get up to 20 likes? Right, that one's actually important to us. 110. There you go. And I think it comes down to 70 through Hagenbrooken. I mean, that's not bad though, is it? 5 hours a day for for a Union Pacific driver on Cane Creek. That's not bad. And that's probably what, 1-2 runs? I suppose it's quite, you have to wait there for quite a while for the train to do its stuff, and that's not bad.
Friend,
yes, Glenn, you can do your countdown on the stream when we do it. Sun's in the way. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, do we want the visor down? Do you want the blind down, anyone? I mean, we're sort of turning out of the sun now. So, there you go. They earn a lot, huh? That's not bad. But I suppose there's a lot of, training what goes into it, I suppose. Some sort of part-time. Well, when the Brighton Mainline comes out, might do 12 hours. Try and do 12 hours. As I believe that is a realistic Southern driver's shift. What route is this? This is the main Spessart Bahn, Simon. Runs between Aschaffenburg and Gamunden. There's the 70. Things get serious as we have got a magnet now, so brakes do need to come on pretty quickly. Which for some reason we've got the passenger one on, even though we did change it. Don't know. Hello Sunset, how are you? "12 hours, you spend 11 hours, 50 minutes in Streatham." Yeah, probably, Glenn. May as well. In fact, at Hagenbrooken station, we'll come to a stop and we'll sort that PZB out. Because yeah, for some reason it's in passenger mode, which it shouldn't be. Austria or Germany? This isn't Germany. Good to hear Sunset, I'm good.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Through Hagenbrooken Tunnel. Yeah, it's a lovely route, main Spessart Bahn. Lovely. Instrument lights are coming on. No. Yeah, we're bringing the train to a stop at Hagenbrooken and we'll switch over the PZB as it's in the passenger mode for some peculiar reason. It's called an engineer if you work for Union Pacific. Well, I'd just call it the driver. I mean, you are the driver, aren't you? DB, the train company, posted a video on Instagram showing the driver changing into the German clothes to show support. Alright.
Sifa.
I find it exhausting doing a 12-hour shift in flight sim. That would be awesome. But I think an 8-hour shift on train sim is more exhausting. It is quite exhausting, yeah, because you're, especially on a stopping service. Well, I mean, if you're doing a sort of long distance not stopping, you'd probably end up sort of getting just tired of not doing much. But yeah, it's hard to do, but it's good though. What's your favourite train in the world? Well, I wouldn't say in the world, but in the UK, probably the 377, as it's my local one. Have you heard of Sunset Limited? I have heard of that, yeah. Well, we're not a passenger train, but I'm going to stop here quick to sort out the PZB mode. All the cars on the back. More time to sleep. Yeah, in for you, Amelo. Yeah. Right, let's quickly stop here. Quickly gonna flick that over. It's in, yeah. Right, let's quickly do that. Yeah, that's in PZ. That's in the right one now. I have to switch it off and turn it back on. Parking brake. No, you can go off. Thank you. And then we get going again. Hello, Roguefoot's been thinking about getting this, but the first one on Xbox, but got a PS5, but I just can't seem to stop the train right. What, on this route, or the game as a whole? Did the brakes come off? I think they did, didn't they? Took a little while last time to get going. Yeah, sure enough. Right, there you go, off we go. That's in the right mode now. Hello, Nimble Bus, how are you? Just a game in general. Well, practice makes perfect, mate. Obviously, yeah, keep playing it, and then obviously you'll get used to the braking patterns and that sort of stuff. Got some gaming time. And obviously, if you're coming into a station, obviously as a passenger train on, say, a British route, I recommend 30 miles an hour, and for a German route or European one, 50 kilometers an hour. If you sort of want a good speed to come into stations at. It takes 6 hours for a GWR driver to do London Paddington to Penzance. Or Penzance. Would they do the full length though? That's quite far. Can you open the windows? Yeah, and get them open. On this lovely summer's morning. But unrelease ourselves. There we go. But yeah, when the Brighton Mainline does come out, I probably will do that. Possibly 12 hours on this. Penzance. Yeah, no problem, Rogue Fox. Always happy to help. We've got 15 lights. Can we try and get to 20? That'll be lovely. And I believe it was actually this was the first route to actually get AI traffic. Obviously, the cars up there. Just a little fact about this route. This was the first one to get that. Yeah, Sifa. As this route came out in, what was it, March 2019, this one. Not yet, Pippers. No, not yet. When you're doing the Brighton Mainline, when it comes out, Simon, so summertime. I think in Germany you have to enter at a slower speed than 60 km. That sounds about right. 45 up behind me.
Sifa.
Just got
Sifa.
Hubstrecker Rhyme Route and the DBBL 101. That is a brilliant combination, Harry. Enjoy it. It's an excellent route. Obviously between Bochum and Duisburg. Yes, I did do that metro. You do need to acknowledge the PZB. You're in trouble with Amanda in chat. I think she is. Oh, Mella.
Sifa. Sifa. Sifa.
Yes, you told me about that before, Metro, mate. The big Bayou Canyon wreck. Right, let's get up to 120 now, which is obviously the top speed of our service today. Although I'm going to set it at 110 just to be on the safe side. Because obviously I don't want to be going over 120, otherwise the train will have a tantrum and come to a stop. Yeah, it's going to be cool, Noel, and obviously the northeast corridor. And if I can find the shift times for, say, Riesa to Dresden and northeast corridor, I might do a full shift on them as well. The main reason I'm doing it on the Brighton Mainline is because it's sort of a closed network. I mean, the main services won't go off, off the map into a portal. Obviously, it's London to Brighton, so you sort of be able to stay on the route the whole time. Oh, yeah, I can't wait for the MBTN Northeast Corridor stuff too. Awesome. I think it's Wisfau, isn't it? Something like that. The next station we pass through. I think it's Wisfau. I think it's just coming up actually. Yeah, Sifa, I've got you. I think Riesa to Dresden is a full route. If it is, obviously it's sort of a closed network, services goes boom boom, backwards and forth. Then yeah, we could do a full shift on there. That's a good Pete, mate. Yeah, it was quite a slow start, so I'm guessing that was probably the same for quite a few people. How you doing, Pete? Awesome, Noah. Do you think they will add Dartford in South Eastern High Speed? No. How you doing, Julian? No, Dartford wouldn't be added in South Eastern High Speed. The South Eastern High Speed already is a complete route. Obviously, they've already stated they don't really have any plans to do route expansions at the moment. And obviously, Dartford, that's not on the sort of high speed, South Eastern High Speed. Obviously, that would be the North Kent coastline, I believe. Awesome, Pete. Oh, when I'm driving the Metro, they can try tantrums. I don't know, Neo. I really don't know. Yeah, Seaford does do Reading. And it'll be, what's the next one called? It's like Parsonhyde or something. Quite a nice station. Dartford goes in Charing Cross and I think Victoria. That would be a completely different line then. Obviously, I know a lot of people have said, why isn't London Victoria in South Eastern High Speed? I mean, it's a completely different route. That's the Chatham main line. Yeah. 60 minutes left. Awesome, Glenn. Well, actually, 59 minutes. No, I don't think it was that one. Metro. I think we're talking about Riesa to Dresden. I think. It's come down to 100. Afternoon, Daniel and Anubis. How are you both? Another freight service there, the 185. Yeah, there's no. Then London Bridge is North Kent Coast, I believe. No, that's the South Eastern main line. Out of London Bridge. Yeah, Sifa. Good to hear, Nubis. Good to hear. Not too far until we whiz through the next station. So yeah, once we do get to Gamunden, we'll probably then do a Law passenger service, which is about 15 minutes. sort of coasting down now. I'm by London Bridge. Awesome, Glenn. I mean, if they ever did London Bridge in the game, Glenn, maybe we could see your work. And give you a big countdown at the station, looking in through the windows. Awesome, Pete. Yes, don't get me wrong, I would love to see these routes and trains tomorrow too. It just wouldn't really make a lot of sense to include it on the southeast. Yeah, exactly, Noah. Obviously, southeast and high speed is the high speed section. Obviously, then the other bits of Faversham. Yeah, adding like the Chatham Mainline on, you have to rename the route. Yeah, people don't seem to understand that. What train are we driving? This is the DBBL 182, Harry. How are you, Harry? That'd be cool, Noah. That sure does, Glenn. Sure does. Said it's fine.
Sifa.
Hello, Matthew. How are you? Yeah, fairly scenic route, this one. Although in terms of scenery, I don't think this one does beat Russilk Nord. Russilk Nord is a stunning route, obviously going through the valley. Obviously on this one we're sort of up the sides of it, but on Russilk Nord, you know, you're going through the valley, all the rivers and the little villages. It's a absolutely stunning route. So I think that one still, for me, is in top position in terms of scenery. And then Sandpats Grade, and then probably this one. I wonder if we'll see Milwaukee Road commuter trains. Maybe if they can get the licence, and maybe if they think that will do well, maybe they'll do it. Struggling on the London Underground, some timetable missions need me to head backwards. But every time I try, it wants me to end the job. Let's see. I think... Is that when you have to... No, it should let you, Anubis. If you have to change ends and it says you want to start the service again, it'll be the same service. So you should be able to do that, mate. I think this is Partenstein, this one. Hello, Pep. Yeah, German route. It does, yeah, it does, Noah. Wonderful phrase, lovely. Awesome, Harry. Just done your last day at school. Awesome, that's quite early, isn't it? I thought it was another month or so for... Well, in UK at least, I think it's another month. It sure is, DB. Yeah, Russilk Nord in the snow, or sort of, you know, summertime, it's a gorgeous route. So yeah, if you like scenic routes, go for Russilk Nord. It's definitely in the top spot for me. But this one isn't too far behind. I'm thinking of moving away from Cathcart Circle and going to spend more time on the Bakerloo. Fair enough, Pep. Bit of underground action. We're going at 100, aren't we? We didn't bother speeding up last time. Oh no, we're at 110, aren't we? Right, let's get that down. No, it'll be alright. Yeah, it's brilliant though. Right, not too far to Law Station now. And then it's what is it after that? Lange Prezelte and then Gamunden. Oh right, met. I just done my last second. Oh, awesome, Harry. I did that, what, 2 years ago now already. I don't know, does this route beat Sandpats Grade in terms of scenery? Because this is very scenic as well. I don't know, it's a tough one. It is tough. Which service are we doing? This is the... Is it 654, something like that? 654 service. If you want to play along. Nice early morning service. Proper shows these routes off at their best. Sort of, you know, early morning, early evening. Sun on the hills and... Fair enough, Pep. It was a lovely train to drive in the game, and obviously very much unique. Obviously a tube train on a tube line in TSW. It's brilliant. Sifa, I've got you. There we go, have some of that. And obviously Outlaw, which we're coming up to now, you also get the branch line off here. So if you own the DVBR 204, there is actually a service which takes you down here. Oh, another train there. There's a service which takes you down there, which is quite cool, sort of going through the town to the sort of industrial area. Hello Devon, how are you? I would have to try scenic railway route if they're electrified. Fair enough. Got 130 there, so we can speed back up now. So let's get that up to 120, which is our max speed of the day. Although we'll put out 115 just to be on the safe side. My favourite is the 1967 stock, which is why I like the 72, the 73. Awesome. Oh, brilliant. Hello John, I passed my theory celebrating by watching the stream. Awesome John, well good to hear mate. Good to hear. I'm guessing that means you're good, so I won't bother asking. Right, here's the 204. I guess in there. Now this is Law of Banner. Actually should be going straight through. You're going to play Hubstracker Rhymer on TSW. Enjoy it, Harry. It's an amazing route. Do an IC service if you have the 101. Do that as sort of your first one. It's brilliant. IC Bochum to Duisburg. Full sort of fast run of the line. Yeah, sure is a manner. Yeah, Hubstracker Rhymer is still my favourite German route, but although it's very close also to Hamburg to Lübeck, that's another brilliant one. Yeah, Hubstracker Rhymer, it hits different. Awesome Pep. I'm trying to wake myself up with a Coke Zero, that sounds good Pete. Yep, I sure am Davidoff. Get your vacancy. Yeah. Have you heard of Southern Pacific? You've told me about that before, Metro, yeah. Yeah, you had a little lecture. Let's speed up a tad. We sort of lost a fair bit of speed. Let's bring that down, put it back up. I was 7 when I last went on the 67 stock. Still remember the gorgeous sights and sounds. Awesome, Noah. Hopefully we get the 182 MRC in timetable on more German routes, maybe with the rush hour update, possibly. Well, actually, probably on Riesa to Dresden, I think that's probably 100%. So you get the MRC 185 with that, so it would sort of make sense to have the 182 on there as well, MRC. Quite the farm gates, yeah, Sifa, I've got you. And yeah, this is sort of the last part of the journey. You sort of just follow along sort of the valley, really. You've got the lake down there, a big river. You should just follow that most of the way now. You know that? Yep, I know that Metro. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. I've been hoping for the N-Wagon comes along to train somewhere too for a long time. We never know, maybe in future, Noah. It's a 155 coming. This locomotive is actually ancient. Look at that going along. That has literally got one of the wheels to drive it. It's a proper old loco. Brilliant though. Something different. Well, I'll be coming off this line in a second. I suppose that line probably goes through that big mountain over there. Do you think they will add the DLR to train some well too because it's driverless? Probably not, because it's driverless, so why? I wouldn't really see the point of adding the Docklands light rail to the game, because yeah, it's driverless. Well, unless they made it so you could drive it, which you can realistically, there is a panel. Love the 155, awesome Noah. Hello Fawn, how are you? Have you heard of the Texas Eagle? I have. I've got 25 people in. Can we try and get up to 30 likes? I know you answered this already, but which route are you using? This is main Spessart Bahn Anubis, and we're in the DBBL 182, which is a DLC for another route, Rapid Transit. So if you want to get this locomotive, you need to get Rapid Transit, and then get the 182, and then it will then come on to main Spessart Bahn. What do you think of the Swiss route? Oh, what? The Arosa line? And TS 2021. I'm guessing you still mean the Arosa line. It's a lovely route, obviously unique, very steep, scenic, something different, obviously new country, it's brilliant. Yes, Isabella, and I remember quite a few people have done that, and then they complain saying, why is it not in the game? Even though when you buy a DLC for a DLC, it literally, and put in capital letters, it says you must own this DLC for it to work. I suppose it's just a simple mistake, isn't it? Right, coming up to Langer Prezelten now. Should get a warning board soon for a slightly lower limit. We do seem to be going quite quick. Have you heard of the Empire Building? Yes, I know the Empire Builder. Goes across the top of the US, doesn't it? Yeah, it's brilliant, Noah. I think there's a warning board somewhere around here. After the station, I think. Yeah, it's all good, Anubis. Oh, awesome. Right, here's Langer Prezelten, sort of a little I know, suburb of Gamunden. I think there is a warning board round here, I think. So it's not far now to Gamunden, about 2 kilometres. Awesome, Pep.
Sifa.
And then you get the high speed line. You can see that massive bridge going across the whole valley over there. I believe that's a high speed line. I did actually have a look at Google Maps. I couldn't work out which one it was. Does anyone know what's the high speed line that flies above Gamunden? So you can see it on the map. Quite a cool crossing there. Things start getting serious. We've got a yellow on a signal. Oh, awesome, mate. Right, here we are. Let's put that on. Things get serious as we do have a magnet. Bring it down to 60. Yeah, it's not far now to Gamunden. And then once we're at Gamunden, we'll do a law passenger service. Lovely, Pete. I'm looking forward to 5 days off work and plenty of TSW streams. Yes, we will be streaming every day, Pete. Evening, Sam. I'm good. How are you? Hanover to Wurzburg high speed line. Cheers, Noah. Hanover, that's like middle of Germany, isn't it? Remember on the road earlier, we passed it. Thinking of doing one of the Swiss electric routes, still unsure what to go for. Fair enough, Pet. If you're playing TS, what about the Gotthard Bahn? I think that's in Switzerland, isn't it? Maybe less. Awesome, no.
Ziffer, Ziffer.
It's quite old then, that one. Right, here we are coming into Gamunden Yard. That was a nice journey over from Aschaffenburg, obviously over the hills. Yeah, Siefer, I've got you. There we go. And yeah, we'll do a service to Law to end it off, so we'll be calling Langham Brazil. Pretty much that service there, that's what we'll be doing next. Also, we'll back out and go back in. Awesome, Pep. I mean, is there any diesel Swiss routes? Because I know there is a few German diesel routes, but I don't think there's actually that many. So everything's electric.
Siefer.
Yeah, Siefer, I've got you. There we go. All the cars we're going to be taking. Obviously off to the factory to get their paint on, or I don't know, something like that. Awesome, Pep. Can we do the next one in the 143? I believe you can, so yeah, we can do. If it's possible, I think it is. We can do it in the 112. I think that's onto here. Oh, I see now.
Siefer.
Yeah, Siefer, I've got, yeah. And can we try and get up to 30 likes? We've got 25 at the moment. Is London Victoria going to be on the Brighton Mainline? Yes. Obviously, London Victoria is pretty much the main terminus on the Brighton Mainline, so yeah. Alright, mate.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Or the 112, yeah. Also, I believe this was actually the... No, I don't think it was. I think this was the first train to include PIS on it. Obviously, you can go over and turn it on and flick around with it. I think it was the first one. Because this came out in April 2019. No, it would have been the one on main Spessart Bahn. Yeah, it must have been. 146. How do trains get delivered to the railways? By boat, innit? Boat and then onto trucks. Or maybe in boat to the train and then take it to wherever it needs to be. Right, let's go to the main menu. That's cool. Oh, it's got new screenshots on there. Cool. Have that one of the Electro Star there. Right, let's do explore. Let's see, 143. Someone said you can do the 112, 143. Can we do a law service? Yes, we can. There we go. Let's do that one. How far is it from London Victoria to Faversham? Is that about 50 miles? How do they order trains? By contacting Bombardier or Siemens, and then probably just like, can we get new trains? But probably more complex than that. Yeah, I'll sure I'll Mella. That was on main Spessart Bahn. Well, I sort of answered our question, saying the 143 on there. Main Spessart Bahn, lovely screenshot. As you can see, they have updated it. And yeah, what did everyone think of the Cane Creek trailer, which released just before we went live? What did everyone think of it? I thought it was brilliant. Sort of the proper Wild West music whilst it was going. Brilliant. Sounds about right, Noah. Let's get to forward. No, you don't have to do the brake key on this one. You have to go on the corridor here. Let's see. PZB on. Siefer on. That's to the front. I'm thinking what people are going to complain. Yeah, that cactus is in the wrong place. Something like that. Headlights. There's 3 of them, isn't there? There. On. Yeah, it's down to white as well. Hello, Prehistoric Bacon. I'm good. How are you, mate? Alright, mate. Well, I'm sure they do it somehow. Train lights, probably need to get them on as well. So, train line power on. You have to hold it, pretty certain. And then train lights. Although in the older ones, I don't think it actually does it. So we need to find the panel. It should be in here somewhere. There it is. You can see we have got power. So formation lights on. Good tip, Spessart bacon. Well, you'd be wearing a cowboy hat. Add to the fin that I am from Cathcart. Don't think I have a cowboy hat. I haven't really got anything for sort of Cane Creek feeling. A high speed from St Pancras takes an hour, but the Victoria train probably takes a bit longer. Yeah, we could set up the PIS, which isn't actually in the 143. It's an older. Well, actually, no, it is in here, but obviously Russilk Nord hasn't had its upgrade yet, so there is no thingy, jiggy. But I'm sure that will be added alongside, probably rush hour. Right, let's get the door shut. That'll be Langer Prezelton next. Is that the one? You love Sussex, don't you, Pete? You love it. Right, let's get going. It's been a wild west. Let's get up to 40 and let's get going. Maybe set the tractive effort to 7 to 80 so don't overspeed at lower speed limits. That's probably a good idea, but we love overspeeding. Right, let's do a bit of that. So we should be alright. Yeah, it should be. No, just getting ready on the PZB release. There you go, we're all good. Yeah, so we'll do this service and then that will then be it for today's Train Sim World 2 stream. Obviously, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it so far. We're not done yet. Nice metro, right, I think it's 110 along here, isn't it? Well, it's quite fast. Yes, Sifa, I got you. There we go. It's cool, isn't it? Along here. Massive over here. Brilliant. Grain, potash, cement and sand trains are also unit trains. Awesome. Is this the this is the 143 LaserJet, not Pacer. Yeah, no, this is the 143. This route goes up to 150, but the max for loco is 120. Ah. Oh, that's not good to say, Harry, mate. Oh, I'm sure it will download quickly again. It's not far to Langer Prezelton. I mean, it's pretty much just after the big high-speed line bridge. I mean, anyone actually been on this route in real life, or on the high-speed line there in real life, which was the Wurzburg to Hanover one? Anyone been on it realistically? Yes, here, Daniel. Thanks for coming, mate. Take care. Yes, there we go. And yeah, obviously the Cane Creek preview stream is at 8 PM tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. Hey, the 155 again. It's just ancient. Look at it. Proper old. All the cars. See, I got ya. Brilliant, isn't it, Pep? Oh, hello, here's the station. Luckily, the brakes were pretty decent on here. They were slowly speeding up by the looks of things. The 155 is your favourite freight loco. It's brilliant, isn't it? You know what? In the next German stream we do, we're going in the 155. It's got the weird little steering wheel as its throttle. It's brilliant. Yes. This must be probably Mercedes, yeah. There we are. This is the next station. The 112 can go up to 160 and the 143 only 120, yeah. Obviously the 112 sort of the younger cousin of the 143. Right, it'll be Law next. which isn't too far from here. Does anyone, how many 155s have you seen on this route on the freight run? We saw one. Yeah. Does anyone else have sound issues on the Spessart Bahn high-pitched tone when accelerating? What, in the 146? I know it's very high-pitched in there. But I think they actually are, I think for Riesa to Dresden, they're actually redoing the 146. They're resounding it. Turn on the destination board. You can't in the 143. I could in the Dostos, but it means running to the back of the train, which I'm too lazy to do. Hello, Robert. One of my favourite routes in Great City. Sure is, Robert. It's brilliant. How you doing, Robert? Let's go. Should start moving pretty quickly. There we go. Yeah, the 155 is a bit of a box, isn't it? Elmroth. The Never Quaswagen, and no idea what that is, but that sounds good. Maybe we'll see it in future. And we're off. So do the 143s realistically run in Germany anymore, or have they been retired? They seem really old. And same with 155s. Do they still run in real life, or are they retired? No, I know. See ya, Harry. Thanks for coming in, mate. Hopefully that TSW can get reinstalled again. They call the 155 the electric box. I mean, I see why. Like the IC cars, only older for the RB. I think the 1.4 still runs behind me. It's really annoying, but I will wait for the update and see what happens, and I was worried it was a problem on Xbox One. Hopefully it'll be alright. Obviously, if there are any issues, do contact DTG. If you do, I'll send a link. Speed should go up shortly to 150, I believe. Here it is now. Oh, 130. Okay, not as... I was getting ahead of myself. 130. It's quite hard to see on here where the marker is. There it is there. 130. There, that should be it. Oh, 120 goes up to, doesn't it? The 143 is from 1985, so yeah, it's quite old, but there is older like the 111. I think the 110 even still runs. Oh, see you, Mella. Fair enough, Robert. That's a brilliant one, Rapid Transit. It recently had its upgrade, whole new timetable, and there's a couple of layers on there now. And also you can get the 182 as well, if you own that. Will we get freight services and scenarios for rush hour? I'm sure we will do. Metro. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get freight and rush hour. But actually, hang on a second. No, probably for the German route. So I don't think there is any freight. No, there's no freight stuff for the Brighton Mainline. In terms of like base trains, there's no freight ones. So yeah, probably for Riesa to Dresden, there'll be a couple of freight scenarios. 60s or 70s. No problem, Anubis, mate. In fact, I'll get the link for you, mate, if you are having an issue with TSW. Let's quickly get that. Quickly just getting the link for this. There you go, Anubis. It should be coming in the chat any second now. So yeah, if you are having an issue with TSW, they don't take too long to reply. One or 2 days. There we go. Max out 120, which makes it struggle, and it sure does on some of these routes. And you're always late on the timetable because the 143 struggles. Fair enough, Noah. Yeah, sure is epic. Can I see the route map? You sure can, Bacon. Whoa, hello. Here it is. See Gamunden, Aschaffenburg, the docks area there. Yeah, there is. Yeah, sounds good, Anubis. Nice, isn't it? Should get a warning board soon for the speed to drop. No problem, Bacon. I don't know, Metro. I've heard of ASMR, but not Morpheus. As I don't know. I'm a bit used to, perhaps. Right, there's a warning board here for a 130, which is all good for us. No, I see now. Well, you get the very new Dostos, don't you, which have the pantos on them. So I suppose it saves having to use a locomotive. Yes, on the new rapid transit timetable, if you own Bristol Nord, you'll get the 143, which does the Bitterfeld to Dessau services. And it's going to have quite a bit in it. Let's bring that down a bit more. There you go, speed is coming down now as we come into Law Bannoff. What are we playing tomorrow? Not too sure yet. What day is it tomorrow? Saturday. I think there's going to be one stream tomorrow, as I've got a few bits to do in the day. So we'll probably end up doing, I don't know. Well, it'll be TSW obviously tomorrow. Not sure which route though. I see now. PZB&C for sound on this is scary. A tad. Have it, Robert. And there's also, yeah, PIS now on rapid transit. And working level crossings. Right. Here we are, this is Law, and this is where we will be ending the stream. Obviously, thanks everyone for coming in. Obviously, if you have enjoyed it, do leave a like. Northern Transpennine Peak, there we go, that's what we'll do tomorrow. That's about, what, an hour and a half in a 101. Yep, we'll do that. An all-stop service on Northern Transpennine. But yeah, that is tomorrow's stream. Northern Transpennine and all-stop service in the 101, which would be about an hour and a half, which would be ideal. Alright, Noah. No, Metra, but do put that in self-promo, please. It's going to be brilliant, DB. It's going to be brilliant. No worries, Harry. Good choice, Pete. Pretty much stop under the canopy. It is, Robert. Makes a challenge on a Saturday night. Doors open. Yeah, and that is it. Obviously, thanks everyone for coming in. Obviously, we'll find links in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and obviously to the merch store. We've got some lovely merch in there at the moment. I'll be back tomorrow, not sure which time, probably, I'll say 5 PM, 6 PM for about an hour and a half on Northern Transpennine. But yeah, that is it from me. Thanks for coming in, have a lovely rest of the day, and I hopefully will see you next time. See you all, and take care. Bye guys, see ya. Oh, and also, before I go, 8 PM, so in 2 hours and 23 minutes, there's going to be the Cane Creek preview stream, obviously on the Train Simulator channel. So I've obviously quite a few of you there, obviously with JD, Matt, and Skyhook. But yeah, that is in a couple of hours, the Cane Creek preview stream on the Train Simulator channel. But yeah, apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye guys.